All right. Hello, everybody out there around. Welcome to the first ever VRSN episode. This is episode one. We're going to be talking about a little bit of this. How LSU locked up the number one recruit in Lamar Brown. And we're going to be talking about some of the NBA draft. And next, we're going to also go state by state with some of the best recruits from Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, all those good states. And we are here with some of my co-hosts. We got Finesse two times. We got Marvin, and we got McKinley, but we're gonna call him Mac. I don't like saying his full name. It's kind of weird. But diving into it first, how LSU locked in the number one recruit in the country, but this is how close they came to losing him when they fired Brian Kelly towards the end of the season. Before Lane Kiffin came over to take the job, he delayed his signing from that. Reminder, he's the number one recruit in the country. 6'5", 285, just up the road at University Lab. During the coaching change, he was really uncertain because the interim coach, Wilson, he wasn't the best, but he did do that. And on the final day of recruiting, he did decide to commit to Louisiana State University. McKinley, what does this look like just at the start when Kiffin came in? How did it look when he proved that he can get a 5-star like this?
It's looking like Kiffin can out-recruit Kelly. That's what it's looking like. Like he's a way better recruiter than Kelly in year one, off rip. Possibly one of the best recruiting classes LSU has ever had.
They are
We'll have to
top
see,
five.
though.
They're top five in 24/7. When it comes to the rankings, they are top five. They made sure to prove that they can stay up there. What does it look like for the rest of the country when you look at that class that LSU have coming in this year?
It's looking scary, man. I mean, they're going to have to get their money yet, because if you're not going to have money for these players, then you're not going to get to the playoffs at all, right? And also, Kiffin has to hope that he gets to the playoffs with this team. And actually, I feel like he needs to win the Natty, because this is an all-star lineup he has. I feel like there's no reason he should not win. So it's a lot on the line here. It's a big gamble, because if they don't perform, that's on him.
Yeah, it is. And I believe they said an article came out. LSU has one of the most expensive rosters out there to date within the NIL era. Up there, I believe it's like 20-something million dollars plus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just proving, getting all these 5 stars, these 4 stars. And also, I believe it was yesterday, the NCAA did come out and make a statement based on eligibility, because a lot of these players, they were staying back these extra years to get that NIL check. But now they made sure that players can only stay in college for 5 years, and I think that's a big thing. And Finesse, I know you're a big NFL guy. What does that mean for like the draft coming up, for next season, making sure that these players can only stay 5 years? But with the NIL and stuff, it's a tough slate for the coaches, for them to bring the players over and get them to the next level, because we've seen a lot with these guys. Tennessee quarterback a couple seasons ago now, UCLA quarterback Nico Amalava. It's something like that. Sorry if I mispronounced it, but he's a great quarterback when he was at Tennessee. But ultimately, when it came down to the playoffs for the first year that they introduced 12-team playoff, Nico wanted a bonus. Even though most people articles came out and saying that it was actually his father who wanted a playoff bonus for getting the team there. It kind of left the NIL in the type of way that a lot of players and people were talking about it. Nick Saban, how he spoke about it. Everybody heard how Nick spoke about it. When they were paying the players under the table, it was more of a power play, as you said a little bit ago, before, we came on air. It was more of a power play. Now they don't have that push with the players anymore.
Don't have that edge no more. Nope.
Don't have the edge. But when they did have that edge, dynasties were built. Jameis Winston with the Crabs. Even though we don't know why they were paying him with crab legs at the grocery store. But the thing is, it's really affecting how these players transition to the league with the contracts and stuff. But they got that now, so they don't really gotta they don't gotta prove they earned that money. They got that money in college.
I mean, a big example, I feel like the best example when it comes to overplayed players, NIL deals, is Bryce Underwood.
Ooh, yes.
If I'm not mistaken, was he not getting paid $20 million NIL, and that the guy did absolutely nothing for that bread at all?
Well, coming into college, before we wrap this up right here and move on to the next thing, yes, he LSU were going to pay him $12 million to come to LSU.
Mm.
We already had the NIL, we had the stuff planned, but then Michigan, he's from Michigan. They paid him $20 million for him to flip that commitment, come to Michigan. Didn't really have a good freshman year, but he was getting paid insane money.
That's contract is higher than a lot of NFL players.
It is
that have been playing for years.
That's higher than
for a guy fresh out of high school.
Yeah, fresh out freshman, $20 million.
This makes no sense at all. This just makes no sense.
I mean, can you blame the kid for wanting to get his bag? Can't blame him.
It's not that. It's the matter of he doesn't deserve that type of money, especially when the guy is a rookie coming out of high school getting paid $20 million. And then he didn't. I'm not going to say he's a horrible player, but he definitely is not $20 million worthy player.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think it's good for a freshman, an 18-year-old kid to get being paid that much, and especially carrying the weight of a whole state on his back, to get paid that much money. I don't think if I was like 6'5", insane athlete, can throw half a mile, I don't think I'm worthy of $20 million coming fresh out of high school.
I mean, did Joe Burrow even get that amount of money for his or is it in that range?
Well,
when he started winning, I'm gonna say.
Before he got this big contract coming into now, I don't think he was even getting paid a lot. I think coming into the league, I forgot. It's been years since he got that rookie contract. But now he's getting paid an insane amount.
I think he got around $4 to $5 million when he played for LSU, and he did amazingly. And you got people like Bryce Underwood getting $20 million.
I mean,
that's like finesse. A guy that's never played ball in his life, walking on the court, getting paid $10 million because he had decent stats in high school, and he missed his open threes and can't get to the playoffs.
Hey now. He ain't gonna do that.
Hey. I mean, that's insane. No one talks about this at all. Then you got the coach sneaking around and what's going on with Michigan? And what the hell is going on in Penn State?
Now, McKinley, I have one question for you. Why the hell did I catch a strike?
That's a good question. And ladies and gentlemen, next up, we're going to talk about some of the NBA draft. The big AJ goes number 1, but the real story of the draft is what happened at number 2. Darren Peterson from Kansas, he goes number 2 to the Jazz, averaged 40 points on 100 possessions. Per 100 possessions. Yeah.
That is very good.
In his freshman year, got hurt. So now he's getting compared to Kobe and Shaq. But then Cam Boozer goes 3 to Memphis. That's pretty cool. But a record-tying 8 freshmen taken in the first 9 picks of the draft. And another one.
Freshman.
9 in the first 8 picks. 8 of those were freshmen. But that's the crazy part about the NBA. Freshmen, they go in for 1 year. Next, they can leave out the next, which is a very cool part of the NBA experience. So you don't got to spend a lot of your prime years, which people compare to the NFL. You got to do 3 out of 4, which is still crazy. That's why you go JUCO, for a lot of them. But the big one, local star.
What really got me off guard? Oh yeah, Alan Graves.
The big one, Alan Graves from just like not even 20 minutes away, about 5 minutes away, taken at 19th, going to the Raptors.
I've never seen him around the campus, but apparently he went to. I have some friends that actually know him very well. I've never seen them. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of light-skinned guys that look like him in that school, so I couldn't really pinpoint.
That dude's 6'9".
But what really got me with the draft was the projected first rounder Henry Vassar fell all the way to pick 52 before getting traded to Atlanta. How do you feel about that?
Not a big basketball guy, but
Mm-hmm.
for somebody that's projected to go in the first round to go all the way to 52, that's bad. That's a bad thing to see happen.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to if you're promised, if your agent tells you you're gonna go in the first round, first three should be within the first three, you should be able to go. But then
Not
you
only do
fall,
you not go to first three, then you fall to
all
pick
the
52.
way. 52.
That's embarrassing enough. Then you get traded.
You get traded. That's bad. I hate to be
Just
up in
getting
that
played
guy's
with.
Yeah, just getting played with. I hate to be up in that guy's position though. That's a rough position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I never want to be there. I feel for him. I hope he feels better about getting traded too.
I mean, all you can do now is just go in the lab and put in extra work, show him he was wrong.
You got to put in the
Because
extra work. You got.
that's embarrassing, man.
I mean, is it?
Got drafted though.
Yeah, you got drafted.
Celebrate.
A lot of people.
You know?
A lot of people don't get to even get drafted.
But you were a petty draft pick. You were like, I guess we'll get him. That's what that was.
Yeah, that's a very, very petty draft.
Then you got
pick.
then the guy that said, I'm gonna get him. He said, nah, I'm gonna trade his ass.
I'm gonna trade him.
So that's that guy said. So
but you got to think about it. Kobe Bryant got drafted by the Celtics, then was traded to the Lakers. Same thing.
Wow.
Same thing.
Kind of a lifesaver.
Yeah, kind of a lifesaver. But the same thing kind of happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing. You kind of happens with Brett Favre when he got drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Got drafted by the Falcons. Then didn't do well in the preseason, and I got traded. Got traded to the Packers, and look what happened. Brett Favre and Kobe Bryant should never really be compared. But
usually guys that are undermined and looked down upon and go later rounds and they were supposed to, they always turn out to be great. I mean, the best example will be Tom Brady, I feel like.
I mean, Tom Brady, he was a good caller. The thing about college football back in the day, the coverage was so bad for college football. And a lot of the athletes before ESPN, a lot of these big time things that we know now, a lot of these big organizations that cover the sport, they didn't really get to cover it. And basketball is kind of still in the college football realm of the late 90s and just the 20th century kind of with the college sports, because they used to look in articles, they see, okay, ESPN, a lot of these big the Sports Athletic, they're ranking them at these high spots. Let's pick him. He should be that. And a lot of those guys were draft busts. So kind of like that in the basketball market, a lot of oversaturation, a lot of over coverage of these young guys that just turn out, they just get that first paycheck and next they just disappear. A lot of them. So we don't really want to keep seeing that within these guys, but congratulations to all the guys who were drafted. A lot of these guys are our age, 18, 19. If you're 18 going into the NBA, that should be illegal. You're making hundreds of $millions.
Right.
Just don't do nothing stupid.
That's what you can do. You don't want to be like another, I forgot his name for
Henry Ruggs.
For Detroit. You don't want to do stuff. You don't want to make decisions like that. You don't want to do stuff like that, man.
Terrion's old. Terrion's
what else?
He's kind of unk.
Yeah,
but he's still young. Made a dumb decision.
So don't be a Ja Morant. That's the worst thing you'd be for a young player. You don't want to get on here showing gun signs on the court. You having your posse have beams aimed at players. We've had reports of that. I mean, you don't want to do things like this ghetto hood stuff and bring it to the NBA. Leave that stuff in the streets. Why are you bringing that here? You play football to get out of that environment. You bring it to the why? We don't want to see Jamal. We don't want to see Sanard. We don't want to see Marvin, etc. Bringing the hood, the gang banging lifestyle to the NBA, an organization where young black men who worked hard, ignored these gang members when they grew up around them, and worked so hard to get here just to throw it all away for something stupid. You don't do that.
Yeah, and I do feel for that, because a lot of these guys, some of these guys don't even get to make it out of the. But you have finally made it out, and Ja Morant.
Spit in the face to the parents as well, to the family.
Very much a spit in the face. Ja Morant lives by his parents, a house over. That's the funny part. grew up in a gated community. You really just upgraded from a gated community
I
to
know a guy like that.
probably a community you can't find on Google Maps. You with no like car that went down. You can't even see what house he stays in. That's the kind of guy John Moran is.
Probably had an app for the whole community, the whole neighborhood.
Oh, probably
to communicate like a neighborhood watch.
Golf course inside the community, probably.
Yeah.
But
insanity.
It really is insanity. But any last things to say?
I think that's all I have for that guy.
Yeah. That's all. That's all we can really talk about there. But Allen Graves, hopefully we had 3 NBA players going from Louisiana this year, which is really, really great. We probably won't see that again, but hopefully this opens up the market for Louisiana basketball players. Ladies and gentlemen, just making sure I'm recording here. So we did lose a bit of the recording for the episode. That first part was covering the Saints. We had a little issue. It's not much that you missed. We was just talking about the Saints receiver room and stuff like that. I'm sorry that you won't be able to see that part because the stupid my space on my computer interrupted the recording, so I just lost like 10 minutes of, not even 10, I'll say 8 minutes of recording. Sorry about that. Won't happen again ever. Maybe we might have to start doing these live because we might miss something. But sorry about that. Enjoy the rest of the video.
To the pass rush issue with the Saints, we have 2 good pass rushers, which is going to be Chase Young and Carl Granderson, but they're all we're relying on. We have no depth in that field, and they've been getting injured. So we're going to need to figure that out.
But look,
we have a good run stop, and we got the new guy Christian Miller coming in from Georgia, which is he's proven to be good out of college. He's one of the top run stoppers, and he's going to have a lot of work to do. He's starting off going against Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry likes to go up the middle, so he's going to be tested off the bat. I hope that they're doing drills to where they have the heaviest weight coming through the middle for Christian Miller, because he's going to be fighting hard. I mean, Derrick Henry's a complete non-human. He's 200-some pounds of muscle booming down the field fast. His only issue is that he fumbles a lot.
I mean,
because you want to know why he fumbles though? As I said many times, not only is the way you want to know why he carries it like that, because his fucking arms are so huge. He's so strong, he can't cuff the ball correctly. So he struggles with it because he can't cuff it correctly. He can't. His muscles are bulging out of his arm. He can't hold the ball right.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna tackle him, at least go for that. If you know you can't get him down, punch it. Something. Go for the leg. Yeah. But Christian Miller's a big guy, so I think he'd be able to do it. The defense is in question. I think we'll be good this year, but I hope that we can figure out something in that regard. I mean, I would like to touch on the subject of Jordan Tyson, but it's not really too much to say.
I mean,
I love the guy. He's very flashy. But that flashy comes to his weakness, because he does a lot of extra movement when he's catching and going for the ball, which can lead to, and has led to before in college, injury. So I hope that they're teaching him how to catch the ball without having to do all of that extra flamboyant catching. The flashy catches that he does not have to do.
I mean, the Saints have never had a star at receiver like Jordan Tyson before.
Yeah. A lot of our guys are solid, quick catches downfield, solid, regular, nothing too much. We never had a guy we never had like a Stephon, etc., that's going to jump in the air, do 10 backflips and catch the ball. We've never had stuff like that. Yeah, we've had very good players, but not popular players, if you get what I'm saying, outside of Drew Brees and Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas, that guy was a beast. But another thing I like to touch on, what's your opinion on what's your opinion on the Shedeur Sanders and quarterback battle going on up in Cleveland?
I mean, I feel like right now against Deshaun, him and Deshaun are about what and what, but I think he takes the cake, honestly. I mean, Dylan Gabriel's out of the question. I remember that was a debate. Dylan Gabriel is completely out of the equation. He's horrible. He sucks. He's done. He's horrible. He's the bottom of the barrel. We know that now. and him Deshaun are going head to head. I think Shador, from what I'm seeing, he talks more with the team. They laugh more with him. He has more chemistry. He's a more easygoing guy.
I mean,
He also brings the money to the team by a huge landslide.
top sales and jerseys. Yeah.
Deshaun is also older. I mean, I think you go Shador on this one, but we'll see. Skill has to improve. But he's been looking good at practice. I've been seeing some clips.
If you look at the highlights from OTAs and just everything, he's looking good. But the quarterback room for them, they did end up drafting Taylor Green from Arkansas, which kind of, I wouldn't say it rubs people the wrong way, but it still does show do management, do ownership trust in Shador to win them those big games. He showed he can win games in college, even when the times came where he had to clutch up. The game against Baylor, the game against Colorado State, he will talk his talk.
And also, he has no real offensive weapons yet, and he's doing this.
No weapons.
This reminds me of Teddy Bridgewater, what he did with the Saints when we had no one for him, just lighting it up. So,
I mean, we have a lot. I mean, if we want to talk about guys when we ain't have nothing, I know you ain't watch a lot of between after Drew Brees retired. I know you really getting back into the Saints. You ain't believing them a lot. But when we had the one and only Jameis Winston starting at quarterback, we didn't have anybody for Jameis. But guess what? We still showed. We had Rashid Shaheed. He was mostly on special teams. Then we brought him into to the receiver room where he made a little bit of magic. But man, it got bad for the Saints after that. But for the Browns, man, if you look at their roster, they got Spencer Fano back on the line now. I believe they just drafted him. He's a young guy. I can't wait to see what he can do on that line.
And they got trading with Myles Garrett is a big balls move.
Jaden Verge, boy, oh my God, he's going.
But I believe Verge is younger, right?
He's young. He's a young guy. That's a young guy.
Yeah. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I don't think that was too bad of a trade. I mean, Myles Garrett is reaching the end of his career. Myles Garrett is reaching the end of his career.
He's still young. He's still got it in him.
Think so?
Yeah, he's still got it in him. That's a dumb thing to say. He's reaching the end. I think he's reaching the pinnacle of it now. He's getting up there. He's just got the record. He's a defensive player of the year multiple times now. And we got a lot to say. But the Browns I can't wait to see the running back room. They got Junkins, got Dylan Sampson. He's kind of slow sometimes. But their defense is that's where they picked up Brent Delp from LSU. Love me LSU guy.
No, but I believe they invested in some O-line as well for Shador because he didn't have that at all.
Yeah,
in the draft.
Yeah, that's why they picked up. That's why they picked them up.
Definitely going to be a long rebuild. I mean, they're not going to go much.
Oh, they're not going to make.
It's going to take around another season or two of drafts to really get the team set.
I mean, for them to really become contenders, I say another 3 seasons, maybe 2 at most.
Yeah.
They're not going to be contenders this year. They're just
definitely not. They don't have nothing yet. Yeah.
But the Jaguars and the Falcons, I feel like I really want to talk about the Falcons. I feel like they overpaid Kyle Pitts.
Not only did they overpay Kyle Pitts, but it's a lot going on with the Falcons, and people are not really talking about it that much unless you're a Saints fan, you hear about it. But when it comes to the football world, I'm not hearing as much as I think we should be hearing. Falcons have a pretty solid team, especially with defense. They have a pretty good defense this year. They picked up Perkins. We missed on Perkins. I feel like we didn't really. Perkins was an iffy pick. Everybody was like, "Oh, get Perkins," but Perkins, his performance kind of went down after his injury. So the Saints kind of lost eye for him, which I do not blame the Saints. He considerably dropped in rankings after his injury. His play wasn't up to par. Now, then again, he's a work in progress. We'll see. We'll have to see how he plays. We'll be seeing him a lot anyway. He's Atlanta, so a very good pick. I hope the Saints would have gotten him, but they got Zachariah Branch. He's definitely going to be like a Calvin Ridley for the Atlanta Falcons, maybe better. They got that. They also got a very good offensive. I wouldn't say very good, but he's pretty good offensive tackle. Can't say his name. I don't know his first name is Ethan. And the second name is pretty hard to pronounce.
Ethan. First name's Ethan.
But
Since we're talking about the Falcons, how about we talk about that quarterback room?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I love the
might be the
room.
worst quarterback room in the NFL.
They got Trevor.
I mean, imagine you're a head coach, you get hired, and you get told you got Tua and Penix. What you gonna do? You know, it's very, very hard pill to swallow, tough pill to swallow.
I mean, Kevin Stefanski. Kevin, he picked a job. He went there.
Yeah.
Kevin wanted to go there. You got Michael Penix, you got Tua, you got Trevor Siemian.
Not just that, he does not know how the Saints play. He doesn't know the division yet.
I mean, you're coming from the AFC North. The AFC North are known for some of they got some of the best defenses. Steelers, they're really just known for the Steelers defense. Can't really say them other teams got one. But the quarterback room is terrible. It's terrible. Did you see the clip with Tua and Michael Penix throwing like right after each other? It's hilarious. How bad.
It's horrible. I did not see it. Is that bad?
It's kind of bad. They both throw the same. Like the ball just floats. It's just walk and turn the ball over. But I really want to talk about
Tua's going to win that job. But yeah,
of course Tua's going to win that job. But let's take it with our number one Bears fan, Finesse. Finesse, how do you feel about the Packers signing Christian Watson for a 4-year, $110 million extension?
I like he got overpaid. He's not. He don't deserve that wide receiver one money. I don't really see why they paid him that much. But no, the Packers are the Packers.
I mean, but they got Matthew Golden, they got Jayden Reed, Sky Moore. Sky Moore, I don't know. I really wanted to see him do something. He's not that good though.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears are going to the playoffs this year. And if they do, they're not going to get quite far.
Whoa.
Well, let's keep in mind. Hold on now. Let's keep in mind they struggled with an injured Packers team, a heavily injured Packers team, barely won. Packers are back this year. I mean, they lost. I think Josh Jacobs is in question, but Packers are back this year. I wonder what Caleb is going to do other than run around and throw a lucky bomb downfield. You know, I'm not really seeing. I'm seeing luck. You know, I mean, he has skilled players, of course, but not Madden cover type. You know, I feel like a lot of his players are better. Hold on. So I'm very curious to see what the Bears are going to do this year, honestly, because, I mean, Packers are going to be fully healthy. Parsons might be out for a little longer, but once Parsons come back, what's little Caleb going to do when he sees Parsons running a 4 flat at his face? I don't know what he's going to do. I'm very excited to see Caleb Williams play this year. Extremely. I cannot wait. I'll be watching the Bears heavily this year.
Well, we got a couple key pieces on the offensive line now.
Okay, name them.
We've done Garrett Bradbury from the Patriots. He's pretty decent at what he does after we lost Drew Dahlman. And, you know, we got a young star, Darnell Wright. You know, the GOAT, Darnell Wright, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
Caleb has, you know,
I got a question for you, Sonar. After that playoff loss to the Rams, what is the receiving room? Like, you got Rome Doomsday and Luther Burton. They were both wide receiver 2s in colleges. They when they were back in college, they were both wide receiver 2. And now one of them has to be the wide receiver 1. What is the great coach that y'all have going to do with this? What's Ben Johnson going to do?
Well, you can't forget about the 2 tight ends, you know, Coastal Loveland,
Cole Kmet.
And then we got somebody in the 3rd round, Xavier Thomas, LSU. I think that was pretty decent pick from the Bears.
The Bears start out their opening regular season against Carolina, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
You think that the Bears are going to beat that Panthers defense? The ones that the Rams struggle with.
I mean, but that's the Rams, though. I think coming into that game,
the Rams are significantly better than the Bears.
Underestimated.
I mean, do we have to ask Kobe Durant? Should we go to Kobe Durant and ask him how he feels about the Bears? I don't think that would be right. So not only are they playing Carolina, a very good defense starting off the rip. I think they're gonna lose that game. And if they don't, that's good for the Saints. Because if you lose into our offense is significantly more flashier and more stacked and better than the Bears offense. That's a fact. And if they can beat Carolina, it's kind of a win-win when it comes to a Saints fan, because that means we can easily beat Carolina, which we have before. We beat them at one of their best. Even when they had Cam, he was amazing. He was very hard to stop. Saints still won.
Yeah.
Then they play Minnesota. They might win that. I think they're going to beat Minnesota. I feel like a lot of people are going to beat Minnesota. Then they play New England. I think they're going to lose that game. So I'm predicting. Okay, actually, I'm going to wait because I don't have all their games here. I'm going to say starting off season.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna start the season on 1. I'm gonna say that. I don't have the full schedule pulled up right here, but I think they're starting the season on 1 off the rip, 100%.
The Bears.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
We're talking about the Bears here. The Bears.
I mean, they're playing. Are we not like Carolina has a dog of a defense and they build it up more during the draft? They have a dog ass defense.
I say their defense for one. It's young, they're hungry, and they can show they can stop one of the top offenses and the league MVP in Halton. But they stunted.
I mean, why is the debate? They put fear in the heart of the Rams.
I mean, but guess what? They upset
Stanford.
They almost
Puka Nacua. Yeah. Devontae. Corum. I mean, list goes on and on. Even their defense, like they went neck and neck with LA.
Yeah, they did.
Their defense stood out. Offense couldn't do it. Take it home.
I mean, but also,
so I think that the Panthers are going to beat Carolina.
The defense you're talking about,
what?
Only sacked Matthew one time. Mm-hmm. They only sacked him one time. Yes, they did force a turnover. Yes, Matthew went 24 for 42. But he also went for 304.
Jesus Christ!
He also got to realize,
and on 10 receptions.
If they made Matthew Stafford go 24-42, what do you think they're going to do?
But guess what? The defense, the coverage wasn't the best. They let Puka Nacua get 111 yards, and he.
But keep in mind, this is the Rams.
Wait.
This is Puka Nacua. This is Devontae.
Guess what? He put up half those yards in the first quarter. Yeah.
And you think Odunze is going to fill those shoes of Nacua and Devontae?
I'm not saying.
Well, he's going into.
I'm not saying in week 1 a third-year receiver and a second-year receiver are going to do that to him. I'm not saying that. But Luther Burton and Rome's Doomsday, they're a good duo. They can curve you up. That's what I will say.
Well, I guess we'll see, but I don't think the Bears are going to the playoffs. Again, I'm going to say this again. They struggled. I mean, the best argument is they struggled against an injured Packers team. So, we'll see. We'll see what Caleb Williams does when Parker's fucking beelines towards him in the blink of an eye.
We've seen Caleb and Micah Parsons match up, Micah Parsons didn't get a single sack.
I mean, if my quarterback could run around and do spin-a-roonies on the floor and throw the ball 40 yards and complete a touchdown pass, hell, I wouldn't sack that. I wouldn't sack him either.
No.
Anyways, and he did that. He did that same method. He's a bum. He's a bum. Honestly, Caleb's a bum. He's doing exactly what Patrick Mahomes was doing, running around, tossing the ball up. You're gonna come across the Kobe Durant. You're gonna come across the Kobe Durant again, and you're gonna get picked off. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Iceman is gonna be hot man this year. He's not going to the playoffs.
He tried.
Mark my words. He's not going.
That too.
And guys, we know this is a constant rule in NFL. Quarterbacks who run around like that, what happens to them? What happens? Every quarterback goes through it. Even Lamar went through it. You're gonna get smacked, nigga. You're gonna get smacked.
Oh, okay.
Excuse my French. He's gonna get smacked. And he on the Madden cover, he's going to get smacked. It's gonna take one lick, and I cannot wait to see it happen. Now, we'll go back to the Bears later. This is a disgusting topic. I really hate the Bears. Let's go to wide receiver. Let's go over to the let's go over to the 49ers.
You ain't even talk about the Bears like this.
Hold on so long. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get back to that. Let's go to let's take it over. Let's take it over to San Francisco. Now, this is where I really want to get my heart out, right, to the people watching. Guys like Brandon Ayuk, man. I mean, plays decent, gets cocky, starts getting his CTE forms, and now he wants all this money, etc. I hate wide receivers that do this. It's time after time after time. Wide receivers get big-headed, these egos pop out, and they act like assholes. It's disgusting. It's very irritating. I hope no one picks him up. The Commanders better not pick up somebody like that, because who's to say he won't do that to the Commanders when he gets tired and his ego gets fed? He's talking as if he's the best receiver. I mean, Antonio Brown was the only guy to get away with that because he was genuinely Hall of Fame level. He's an amazing receiver. He could have been the greatest receiver of all time if he wouldn't have been high, if he would have kept going. He was on that route, but he CTE came, he gets smacked up, and sadly he pivots. So it's honestly sad. Brandon Ayuk was taking that route.
I mean, but if you look at it on the roster for the 49ers, can you blame him? Can you blame Brandon Ayuk for not wanting to be? But because they overpaid what's his name? God, I can't remember his name. George Kittle. They overpaid him, and now you just want to get a piece of that share now. If you see they're paying George Kittle, they're paying Brock Purdy like that. Why not? And Brandon Ayuk, believe me or not, he was on the roster when the one and only, the top man, wanted to get out of there. I can't remember his name either. What was his name? Debo. Yeah, Debo. When Debo was trying to get up out of there, Debo just wanted to pay them.
Oh, so this has happened before.
This has happened before with them. They won't pay their receivers.
49ers have an issue going on right now with favoritism.
It's not favoritism within the organization. It's
this is bad.
They just won't pay their players like how the players want to be paid. But they gave a big contract to Brock Purdy.
Cheap
played, and they
Bengals.
they're like the Bengals. They're just cheap. They're a cheap organization. But they paid Trent Williams. They paid George Kittle. Paid Purdy. When are you gonna pay him? That's probably what he's wondering. But even if he does leave, look at the receivers they got. They still have Mike Evans, who they just got. They got Ricky, and they got Christian Kirk. Those are three receivers that can take his spot.
He said no. There's no
choice. They're not going to pay him now.
It'd be very awkward for that locker room for him to come back.
It's not even going to be awkward for the locker room. It's going to be awkward for the coaching staff. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to look at, that coaching staff. What are they going to say to him?
I mean, but George Kittle has commented on it, so I think it would be awkward.
I mean,
George Kittle has commented.
But George Kittle, he said he's not the
franchise. It was something on the lines of good luck. George Kittle was saying good luck for him getting paid on a podcast. Paid. So I feel like that team dynamic is done.
I mean, but was there even a team?
Clearly, he knows something we don't. If he's talking like this and he's still on the team getting paid,
he's the franchise man. He's their best tight end, I believe, in franchise history. He is.
Well, to be honest, I think Washington Commanders need a Brandon Ayuk, low key in a way. I think they need a Brandon. I mean, they want him. I felt like the fans want him. So I think they do need him.
They don't really have a
because they kind of really don't have any.
They don't have a wide receiver too. They got a wide receiver run in a
standout talent there.
They got Terry over there. He's good. They got Luke McCaffrey, but even Luke is more of a wide receiver 3. He's not a wide receiver 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. He's a wide receiver 3 respectively.
They have a quarterback that breaks his damn arm.
Hey, don't speak on the GOAT like that.
I feel like Brandon Ayuk would be a good fit. That's because Jaden Daniels did play for him.
Yeah.
I mean, but Jaden Daniels, he's coming off that injury though.
Well,
They're not gonna want him running around like he was. So why not? I mean, their receiving core right now, you got Terry, you got Traylon Burks, Luke McCaffrey, a guy named Brown, you got Van Johnson, you got Chris Hilton.
yeah.
That's just some of them name, but they don't really have that wide receiver 2 that they need. And Brandon Ayuk can be that wide receiver 2. He can really do it. If they want to pay him, pay that man. That's what I say do. You pay him, and we're gonna be wrapping it up here. You pay him. You don't even got to pay him a lot. Just pay him at least a 1-year prove it deal. If he gets traded, he gets traded over there. If they just end up releasing him, which I don't believe a cheap organization like that's going to do, they're going to trade him for some picks. They might not trade him to the Commanders. They might trade him to the Dolphins at worst. And if you go to Miami, drink pina coladas on the beach and
I mean,
get you a sub.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like the fan base is going to have a hard this year. The hardest before we wrap
100%.
up would be Minnesota. It's a complete shit show. The O-line is horrible. Your head coach, your QB room is Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy.
As long as they beat the Bears, though.
That's the QB room?
Max Brosma, don't forget about the GOAT.
Are you fucking serious? You know, I was wrong. I said 2 and Penix were the worst. No, McCarthy.
Don't disrespect.
And Kyler Murray. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Healthy Green Bay Packers, the Bears who are losing, they're going to get destroyed unless they improve. If the Bears are the same as last year, the Packers are blowing them out because the Packers are healthy, except for Parsons, which he's still dealing with injury. And he might be delayed a couple months. So we'll see.
We are going to
I can envision it now. Carolina just pure blitzing him, fucking him up. I don't think he's beating Carolina. I can almost guarantee he's not going to beat Carolina. But either way, if they do beat, that's a hard game. But the Saints also have a hard game coming up. You know, we have a very starting off hard schedule. And that's going to be hard. I mean, we have, let's see, the Saints, we have the Lions starting off, which is going to be hard. We have the Ravens. Raiders, we'll see if the Raiders are going to be good. We don't know. We have the Falcons, then we have the Vikings, the Giants, etc. The list goes on. I think the Saints are going to at least get wild. I think this division is very complicated if we're going to win it. We should, but I think Saints are going to get to at least round 1 playoffs this year. Very least.
Wild card?
Right.
I believe it, maybe. On a good note.
I think we could do it.
So you think the Saints are going to win the division? Or?
Yes. We usually win it. First off, we usually always win the division. Let's start off there. Second off, Atlanta only beat us last year because we had a very injured team. And we whooped the hell out of Carolina. What an injured team. We have a full healthy team right now. So I think we have a very, very good shot at winning the division. Very good shot.
I do believe we do have a very good shot at winning the division. Even though if we talk about the Bears, and they're probably going to end up winning their division. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I do still want to see...
against the healthy Packers, it would surprise me.
Yeah.
First off, they usually lose to the Packers. Let's start there.
Oh, yeah.
Second off, Packers were injured. Packers were injured severely, and they barely were winning against the Packers. I'm going to keep saying this. So we'll see. We will see what the Bears will do.
Yeah, we will see what the Bears
will see. I cannot wait.
The Bears are back. The Bears are back.
I guess you can say that, but we're going to end up wrapping it up here. That's going to do it for us today. Tomorrow, well, it is like 2 a.m. Later on today, we will be back. Later on, with some World Cup coverage and some of the latest NFL news. We're going to talk more about the NFL tomorrow. Well, later on today. So make sure if you want to drop a like, drop a sub, follow us, do whatever you want. I don't care. Just make sure we hit that algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all later.